On this channel, we've already talked a lot about how much money you could potentially make on YouTube, how to find your personal brand or your niche, how to motivate yourself to create content, how to even start making videos as a beginner. But one thing that we haven't talked about yet is why you should even start a channel in the first place. I'll spare you the to make extra money reason because I think that there's already a lot of content on YouTube, my content included, that will show you how much you could potentially make as a new or small creator on YouTube, what YouTube AdSense typically pays out. And we've seen people really grow their channels to the point that content creation becomes their full-time career. There have even been a lot of YouTubers that rise to practically celebrity status due to their online content. So I think it's been pretty well established that creating a YouTube channel can have really big benefits for your career growth long term. Today I want to talk about a few other underrated reasons why you should start a YouTube channel and why that can be one of the best things that you can do for yourself right now. And make sure you stick around until the very end because the last reason is the one that I find to be the most important and probably the main reason why I don't see myself quitting content creation anytime soon. The first reason is to learn new skills and challenge yourself. Creating online content is a process that will teach you so many marketable skills along the way. Things like camera work, video editing, set design, writing and scripting, graphic design, how to talk to a camera, interview skills if you're collabing with others, and so much more. The way I see it is if I feel challenged in something, if it takes me a while to figure it out, if I have to really sit there and work at it and really think on it, that is a time when I'm really growing, both in my technical skills and also in my mental stamina. I find that in times when I'm not willing to go outside my safe space and I kind of just want to stay in doing the things that I'm already comfortable with and I already know how to do, I'm not really growing much and I'm not pursuing a life that is fulfilling. I'm not meeting new people. I am not stumbling upon exciting opportunities. I'm not doing any of these things that make life more exciting and fulfilling. So I think it's so important to challenge yourself from time to time because that is where a lot of amazing fruits of your labor can come from. It can also really boost your confidence when you stretch the limits of what you thought you were capable of doing. I've talked about this before on the channel. Limiting beliefs is something that a lot of us struggle with, myself included. And when you're able to prove to yourself that you can do something that you never really saw yourself doing or didn't think would be possible for you, that really boosts your confidence and really helps you to continue pursuing more exciting things along the way. I have a second channel where I used to post interviews with local small business owners and entrepreneurs, and even though I haven't been actively posting on that channel for a while, that experience was so valuable for me and definitely pushed me outside of my comfort zone to reach out to complete strangers and then meet them in person and film an interview with them was something that was really nerve-wracking, not just for me, but also for the other person that I was interviewing. And when we would first start talking and the camera is rolling, sometimes it would take a second for it to finally feel comfortable and like we were just having a conversation as friends. But I found that experience to be so valuable because not only did I meet a lot of really cool people that had so many awesome experiences to share with me, I learned so much from every single person that I met, but I also learned a little bit about how to interview someone, how to make them feel comfortable, and how to ask good questions. And the great thing about all of these new skills that you're acquiring as you're creating video content is you can take these skills, put them on a resume, and use them in a different career field in the future if you so choose. The second reason is to provide value and build trust with your audience. This reason is especially relevant if you are a small business owner or you have an entrepreneurial career where you are looking for clients and customers that are interested in the product or service that you are offering. If you can start a YouTube channel and share valuable information in your field of expertise, that will most certainly help you find the target audience that might be a good fit for you to be a client or a customer of your business. Let's say you're selling handmade products and you're looking for new customers. Starting a channel talking about how you started your business, how you became a business owner, how you create your handmade products, taking people through that process, and just anything that can bring value to the people that might be interested in what you're creating is a surefire way to build that audience and to build trust with the people that you are aiming to serve. Maybe you're a mortgage broker or even a real estate agent like myself, and in that case, creating a channel where you're sharing videos about market updates, tips on how to prepare for a home purchase, things to keep in mind as you're buying that home, things to watch out for, like say different home repairs that might come up on the inspection report, anything that is valuable information that will help you connect with the people that you are looking to help and potentially work with in real life. Even if you aren't 100% settled in a specific career path or a passion project yet, building a community on YouTube that will follow you through your different interests is incredibly valuable. And it's also really fun for people to see your process, to see your journey, to see all of your ups and downs, to see you trying one thing and then moving to another. It doesn't have to be a perfect linear path because that is almost never the case for regular real life people. So just sharing your process is a great way to really connect with your audience. Let's consider some very successful and well-known YouTubers and see how they were able to build a community that then became future clients and customers for their other businesses. Irina, a wildly successful YouTuber that started on the platform about 14 years ago, began primarily as a creator that focused on makeup tutorials. She makes lots of different types of content now, especially short form videos, which is something that I've really been enjoying watching from her, but she covers a variety of niches, things like luxury lifestyle, home inspiration, recipes, and a lot of other things, but she also has a thriving luxury candle business called Forever Mood. Because her audience sees her as an expert and an authority when it comes to fragrances and luxury lifestyle, they are much more likely to buy from her brand because they trust and believe that the products will be high quality and highly worth it. And of course, a lot of viewers will also support their favorite creator because they love their personality and they just want to continue to see them grow. Another well-known person on the platform is Ryan Serhant, who is a very successful real estate broker in New York and South Florida. I believe that part of the reason why he's been able to skyrocket into fame in the real estate world is partly because of the audience that he's built on YouTube. Of course, he's an expert in his field and he puts in a lot of work outside of YouTube, but it is important to consider the content that he's made and how that has impacted his ability to grow a community. I believe his oldest videos date back to as far as 9 years ago. He intentionally became and marketed himself as an expert, as an authority, like we already mentioned with Irina previously, and because he has marketed himself as such, he has been able to really build trust with his desired audience. Ali Abdal, a popular productivity YouTuber that I have personally gotten a lot of value from, is somebody that was able to turn his connection with his audience and his experience in creating content over a long period of time into a course for beginner YouTubers that a lot of people are gladly paying for. He has proven that he's an expert in providing really great and valuable information to aspiring content creators, and because of that, his viewers are then confident that the course that he's providing will be just as valuable as all the other content that he's put out before. And there are tons of other examples of content creators being able to channel their audiences into their other projects. Things like books, makeup lines, clothing lines, podcasts, and music careers are just a few examples of the other businesses that creators have built in addition to sharing videos on their channel. The bottom line is building trust with your target audience can result in benefits in more areas than just the growth of your channel. Now, before we move on to reason number 3, let me know in the comments if you are planning to start a YouTube channel or if you've already started one. And if you have, tell me what your favorite and least favorite parts of content creation are. I would love to see all of your responses because I have my own thoughts and answers in regards to that question, but I would love to see what you say in the comments below. The third reason why you should start a YouTube channel as soon as possible is to document your journey and your growth. This reason is near and dear to me. I find it so important because I've experienced how awesome it is to have a visual track record of my progress, both personally and professionally. Not only is it cool to see your growth, it's really fun to have documentation of your experiences, even if they're mundane, just day in the life videos. Looking back on that content years down the road is so special. It's so easy to forget the details of your journey as life goes on. You might remember general information or just general events that happened, but all of the little details of getting to where you are now is stuff that kind of just falls through the cracks. When I look back on some of my first day in the life of a real estate agent vlogs, it's so fun for me to remember what that beginning stage felt like, what it felt like to get nervous before hosting an open house all by myself, the jitters before meeting a client for the first time, the excitement of just meeting a lot of people in my field, my coworkers that taught me a lot of good information that I know now. All of the details of those experiences is something that you don't really remember the same way as time goes on. So being able to look back on that and see how far you've come is a wonderful thing. It's also great to be able to look back on my talking head videos and see progress in the way that I speak to the camera and the way that I edit and structure my videos, even though of course I still have a long way to go, but it's really reassuring and confidence boosting to see that there is progress over time. Looking back on travel vlogs is also becoming one of my most favorite things to do, because putting yourself back in that moment of experiencing a new place for the first time, or just being on vacation with someone you love, those experiences are something that of course we do remember, because it's not every day that you get to take a trip to somewhere new, but having a cinematic recounting of that experience with music and voiceover and all of that fun stuff is so much fun to watch back as time passes and you get further and further away from that experience. It might not seem super interesting or important to you in the moment, but that footage becomes more and more precious the more time that goes by, and you will be so grateful to yourself for being able to look back and see how far you've come. To have a visual record of your life is such a cool thing, and something that many generations prior to us weren't really able to do in the same capacity. And I think that this reason is the one that I would still hold on to, and the reason why I would still continue to create videos even if career growth or income potential wasn't in the equation. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you choosing to spend your time with me today. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing for more content creation, lifestyle, and personal development videos. Otherwise, I'll see y'all very soon for a brand new video. Bye!